What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris back with another fun little deck profile, and today we have the brand new Vendreads. They just came out last week. If it'll load. There we go. It just came out last week in the Curse of Dread box, and it's been out. It just won the most recent Meta Weekly. I'm playing a very similar list. I think the one card difference is the Up Loom instead of Sonic Bird, but I'll get into that in a second. Sorry I've been I was so late to upload this past weekend. I went to the Pro Play Games TCG tournament that was in Philly, and I scrubbed out of the main event on Saturday. I bubbled, so I lost the last round, which made me not make top cut. If I had won, I would have made top cut. Unfortunate, but I went back on Sunday and played in the case tournament, and I won the whole thing there. So ended up pretty well. Made a bunch of store credit and product, and I'm going to be getting like 13 megatons, I think, on whenever they ship out, the 2019 Gold Sarcophagus Megatons. So I'm back though with the new Vendread deck, and this is the build I have, very similar to the one that won the Meta Weekly. You have the 2 Slayer, the 2 Executor, and the 2 Battle Lord. So Slayer's level 6, arguably the best one. Battle Lord's level 7, and Executor is level 8. Slayer is the best one because when he is sent from the field to the grave after being properly ritual summoned, you can add another ritual spell from your deck and send any Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard. So he allows you to extend your plays by adding the Origin again and sending the Anima from the deck. So when you send the first one, you can search the Origin to summon the second one by banishing the first one, and then since that one was properly summoned, you can then summon it off of Anima to get that first one on the board and have both. So that's 4,800. Executor is just a big monster. If it's destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can add any Vendread card from the deck to the hand. So it's pretty good, and only he can be targeted by card effects while he's on the field. If you have 2, they can't target anything. So that's a pretty cool lock. Just like a Dupe Frog or a Marauding Captain lock, your opponent can only attack that specific card, but if you have both, they can't attack both specific cards because they can't choose so they're locked. Just like Vendread Executor, they can't target one or the other because they have to target that specific card, but they can't do it for both, so they can't target either. So it's a cool lock there. And then the 1 Vendread Battle Lord, which is really nice because it's a level 7, so you can send Slayer and Anima to the grave with something like Vendread Evolution. So that's a cool way to get Anima into the graveyard. The Anima is what allows you to OTK a lot. That Battle Lord allows you to banish any Vendread card from the grave, so a dead evolution, preferably not Origin, because this has a Neos Fusion-esque effect in the grave for protection for your rituals, for your ritual Vendreads, but preferably evolution. So, and then you can declare a card type, monster, spell, or trap, and then your opponent cannot activate that card type for the rest of the turn. So if your opponent has 3 back row and you call trap, say they're all battle traps, you can just proceed to battle phase and attack for game without fear. You can call monster, they can't Sphere Kariba or Bacon Saver for the rest of the turn. So it's a very good deck, a very good card. I mean, for that reason there. You play the 1 Up Loom. Now, this is a level 1 tuner that will search any level 5 or higher zombie when it's sent to the graveyard by any means. So whether you're discarding it to search with Vendread Knights, you'll get 2 searches off of Knights and Bloom, or you're using it to Synchro Summon, or you're using it to Tribute for a Ritual Summon. So it's a very good card. This is what allows you to OTK with Black Rose. So Slayer and Glow Up Bloom will allow you to make Black Rose. They'll Chainlink 1 Slayer to search a ritual spell and send a Vendread, Chainlink 2 Glow Up Bloom to search a ritual monster, and then Chainlink 3 Black Rose to blow up the field. And then after that, you can search Slayer with Bloom and search another Origin with the first Slayer that's sent to grave. Banish the one on the grave to summon the one on the field, and then you'll send Anima after that first one was sent to grave to summon Black Rose. And then Anima will banish to summon the one you just banished to summon the second one. And that's 4,800 damage on board. That is a cool OTK right there. You can also summon Ancient Fairy Dragon in the Ancient Gear matchup, destroy their Gear Town, and then when you search your own Vendread Knights, you make their Gear Town miss timing, as well as gain 1,000 life points. So that is a really cool play. Also, Ancient Fairy Dragon is a level 7 to be tributed to summon Battle Lord, just so you don't have to banish any crucial Vendread monsters for your graveyard, so you can keep them in there to use Battle Lord's effect and use Slayer's effect. That is a cool play. I really like these 2 here a lot. And then I just have like the random Armades for when you bring Vendread or Revenants back off of his effect when he's destroyed by battle or card effects. You can then synchro with him and Bloom to make Armades, which is decent in the Desperado matchup, so you can attack her for Decoiches and stuff and Blast Spiders, and not worry about a Desperado coming down. Then you have the one Stardust Dragon, because Bloom and Battlelord is level 8, and Red Dragon Archfiend. These are just the best generic level 8s. I haven't made them yet. I've still only played like a couple games, but like I don't think they'll ever come up. But they're there just in case. And then the one Vermilion, this can come up. You can make it with Executor and the Bloom. However, Bloom will banish himself to activate his effect, but if you want the pop with Vermilion, you can't use Bloom. So by not using Bloom, you keep the Bloom in the graveyard to then banish to pop with Vermilion. So that could be clutch. I think the Vermilion, the Armades will come up the most in this niche situations. Fairy and Black Rose are what you're going to be using the most, and then the level 8s here you're not really going to be using at all. But that's fine. But like I could see like Red Dragon Archfiend maybe with like Battlelord declaring traps and then going into Red Dragon Archfiend and clearing like a board of monsters. Excuse me, of defense position monsters, but again, very unlikely. So getting into the Vendread monsters, these are good because when you have them on the field and you tribute them to summon your Vendreads, you get really good quick effects. But they're not good to draw in multiples. They are bricks. You don't want to see a lot of these in your hand. You just want to see like one or two just to get a niche effect with one of the Vendreads. So Revenants, when he is used as on the field to summon a ritual monster, he will give that ritual monster you summon the quick effect to banish a special summon monster your opponent controls, target and banish, so it still targets. And then Hound Horde, the other good one, while it's on the field and you use it to ritual summon, you can have the quick effect to target a spell or trap your opponent controls and banish it. So using both of these to summon a Battlelord seems very good. It won't happen very often because you're gonna have to be able to normal summon both of them, or normal summon Revenants and then use the Hound Horde effect in the graveyard to discard a Vendread card and special summon himself. But again, very unlikely that you'll see both and have both. They're just there to see one or the other kind of thing. Then the one Striges here. This is pretty cool because if it's sent to the grave by anything, by like an evolution or something, or a Vendread Knight's discard, or just by battle, you can reveal a Vendread and special summon it. So it maintains presence. It's a 2000 defense body, which is pretty solid. I can chump block and stop attacks pretty significantly with it. And then the monster that it is ritual summoned to make while it's on the field can draw a card and discard a card after it battles an opponent's monster, which is decent. Can get through your deck. It allow you to see more ritual spells and stuff like that. And then the one Anima here, you're only going to be using this to send with Slayer when Slayer is sent to the field from the field to the grave, or with Evolution to summon a Battlelord by sending Slayer and Anima, something like that, or Executor by sending Battlelord and Anima. This will banish itself from the grave to target any banished Vendread and special summon it. The on-field effect is not relevant really at all. It could be, but it hasn't come up for me yet. But just keep it in mind. If you ritual summon it by using it, or if you use it to ritual summon a Vendread by using it on the field, the Vendread that you summon can banish any monster it destroys by battle. So that's pretty decent. Then you have the 3 Vendread Origin. This is the best ritual spell because it's not once per turn. So you can use, if you have 3, you can ritual summon 3 times that turn. Unlike Vendread Evolution, which is good because it can send from deck, which is very good, but you can only activate one per turn. And the monster you summon is destroyed in the end phase. So this deck is really cool because it can ritual summon from hand or from graveyard. Both of them can do that. But Vendread allows you to tribute from hand or field or banish from grave to summon from hand or grave. And then Evolution allows you to summon from hand or grave by sending from deck or tributing from hand or field. So very similar in style. The only difference is Vendread Origin isn't once per turn and it banishes from grave, and Evolution is once per turn and will destroy during the next end phase, and can send from deck instead of banishing. So you want more Origins than you want Evolutions, but Evolution is a very good starter to fuel your graveyard. And then finally, the 3 field spells, the 3 Vendread Knights. It is pretty much just 3 more copies of every single Vendread in the deck. When you can discard any card, which is a Vendread card, obviously, because you have 19 Vendread cards in this deck. You can discard any card to add a Vendread monster from your deck to your hand. And then when a Vendread monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish a Vendread in the grave to allow that monster to attack again in a row. It doesn't have to be on a monster, so you can destroy a monster by battle, then attack directly again. So that's pretty good. That effect will come up. Do not forget it. I forgot it one time. Or I didn't forget it, but like I attacked by battle, and then I realized, oh wait, I can just attack for game. So that was pretty cool. But always consider that in your plays. And when you some cool effects or some cool applications with this card are when you discard Up Loom, you can search a monster, and then Bloom, since it was sent to grave, can banish itself to search another monster. So that's a +2 right there. If you discard Striges, you can search a monster, and then Striges can summon itself. So that's a cool interaction there. And then what else? You can search it off of Ancient Fairy Dragon by destroying opposing field spells, like in the Triomid matchup or in the Ancient Gear matchup. So that is the deck right there. A long explanation, I know, I'm sorry, but there's a lot to get through. And then finally the skill, Master of Rites 2, which activates Ritual Cage at the start of your start of the duel. So Ritual Cage protects your monsters from being targeted or destroyed by monster effects. So Desperado cannot destroy your monster effects, or destroy your monsters even though it doesn't target. And it also stops you from taking battle damage when a ritual monster battles. So that's pretty good. Save you some life points there. But that's the deck overall. Let us jump into some games. So we are up against an Odeon, whatever the hell his name is. Probably some form of chain, or what is it called? Burn. I forget the chain reaction skill. Yeah, that's what it is. So we have the one Striges in our hand. We're going to activate Vendread Knights, very good card. Discard the Striges and add the Slayer to our hand. So we don't have evolution. Then we have to wait. Yeah, we have to wait. Striges is going to summon itself since I discarded it with Knights. Reveal the Slayer that I just searched. Don't give away any more information. He also has a big butt, honestly. I'm just going to set him just in case, get him on the field. That way we can summon him with our ritual spell and get his spell or trap banish effect, which is really cool. So yeah. Playing a ton of the little minions of the Vendread effect monsters isn't very good because they're just normal summons, but like playing like one of each is pretty nice. So yeah. You have him on the field. Just took a fat 300. We're going to be able to activate Vendread Knights again, though. That is good. So we're going to discard the Slayer we searched just to get it into the grave to summon back with a Vendread Origin. And we are going to search another Slayer. Right? Or are we going to search? Let's search. Well, if we search an Anima, we can summon back Slayer from grave by tributing all three of them, and then the Striges will be banished. We can summon back the Striges. Interesting. Yeah, because we have two of the same ritual spells, we can't summon twice. So I think we have to search the Anima here. Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Now we have the spell or trap banish for Slayer, and if that's a trap monster, then he's not going to be able to get it out to use with Subterra Nemesis. I think that's the correct play. All three. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Striges will banish itself since I summoned it with its effect. Now if my monster battles, I can draw a card and discard a card. That's kind of cool. Doesn't matter if I use the effect now, because like if he activates the trap first and I chain, then it's banished before it hits the field. If I activate my effect first and he chains, then it hits the field and gets banished before he can use Nemesis Warrior on a different chain link. So regardless, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to activate the Slayer first. Final battle. Interesting. It's going to boost to 3k. Okay. So that was fine. I'm glad I didn't attack. That would have sucked. What can I use here? Use Anima to summon, or you can discard, special summon this card. Okay, so I'm just going to pass there. Leave it at that. Now he has, if he had like another monster to summon, he might have another Nemesis Warrior or something. That way he has a level 8. I think we're in a good position regardless. Because he can't attack over us, so he has a Golem Sentry. Yeah. Flip itself face down. Yes, this, like, if he sets 2 back row, we banish 1 during his end phase and banish the other during our turn. So just having the Hound Horde effect is really good. So he's not going to set anything. I think that was smart. We drew the Vendread Origin. That's cool. Yeah, so we're going to... Your Stride is banished, correct. We can activate Knights again. Discard Evolution and add the Slayer, because now we're going to send the Slayer from field to summon another one, because he has no back row, so I'm not worried about that. We're going to send the Slayer from field to summon another one. Oh wait, he's going to activate Warrior here. He's going to summon a Monstrix face down. Okay, that's fine. So Slayer, send itself to summon itself, and Slayer effect engrave, add a ritual spell, discard a ritual monster. And then we have the Vendread. So we're going to add Evolution after because we can't use 2 origins. So we're going to add Evolution after sending Battle Lord. And then we're going to... Wait, can this... crap. 27 defense is big. Actually, we have Ritual Cage. It doesn't even matter, right? They can't target my monsters. Okay, so I'm just gonna so still adding the Slayer, but I'm just gonna add the Vendread Executor because I have Ritual Cage. I totally forgot about that, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah. So activate. Send the Slayer to summon the Slayer, and then search with the Slayer that we just sent to the graveyard. Running a little low. This deck's a little bit big brain, honestly. Slayer engrave, add Evolution, and send Executor. Because we can always ritual summon from grave, remember. And now, Revolution, summoning Executor by sending Executor. Right? Yeah. Now what effects do we have? We have Anima can summon Stridges. I don't care about that, so I'm just going to go to battle phase. You can't do Monstrix because you can't target my monsters. Can summon the Nemesis to block from battle. That's fine. Can attack once again in a row. Nice. Gonna banish the Slayer that we already properly summoned to summon off of Anima on the following turn, and he's gonna scoop it up there. So yeah, so that was a very good duel. Very well played, I think. Let's get into another one. So we're up against a Crowler. Like I've said in previous videos, it's either Ancient Gears or it's Bluff Blue Eyes, because Crowler can also play Beatdown. He's going first. It is Ancient Gear. All right, easy enough. Find out in 5 seconds which one it is. So that's cool. So we have Slayer, Battlelord, Double Origin. Oh, excuse me. So what would be a good draw here? Evolution would be a good draw. Knights would be a good draw. Glow Up Bloom could be a good draw. Yep. So that's 7 really good draws. What else? I think tank. What the hell? What is going on? Okay. Bloom. Okay, so is that OTK? That is... So I summon Slayer. Oh wait, I'm destroying Gear Town. Shoot. Do I want to summon Slayer then? Oh wait a minute. Ha ha ha. Specialing this. Get ready for this play, boys. This is gonna be lit. Slayer. Normal summon Glow Up Bloom. Special summon Ancient Fairy Dragon. Sending Slayer and Glow Up Bloom to the graveyard. Activate Slayer engrave. Activate Glow Up Bloom engrave. Glow Up Bloom will search Don't want Executor? Alright, let's think. So Ancient Fairy Dragon will make his Gear Talon miss timing when we search the Vendread Knights off of it. So that is really cool. Because if we Black Rosed, he would still be able to summon the Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. We do not want that to happen. So I think we just want to search Battlelord. I don't think it matters, really. I don't think it matters. We're definitely going to search Evolution here, though. And send the Anima to the grave. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, so we can only activate one of those per turn. Activate. Destroy field spells. Add a card. Add Vendread Knights, and now his Gear Talon should miss timing. I've never done this play before. Yes, it did. Amazing. So now we are going to summon the Battlelord. Right. So I can summon the Battlelord. Oh, dang it. Activate Knights. Have I normal summoned yet? I normal summoned the Bloom. I'm trying to think, how do we out this Wyvern? Can we? Does it even matter, really? I need to be able to use this Anima to summon from the banished pile. The only one that's able to be summoned is the Slayer. Oh, right. Knights will discard the Evolution to search the Slayer. Right, okay. Activate Origin. Summoning the one from my hand by banishing the one in the graveyard, right? Yes. Right. There it is. Now I can use the Anima. Cool, cool. So we didn't need the Battlelord. So if he has Sphere Karibo, then we're kind of screwed. There's probably a way to play around it. We're going to go to battle, activate Vendread Slayer in the damage step, banish the Battlelord. He goes to 27. And take a 600. That's fine. Booyah. OTK. I found it. There we go, boys. That was lit. Alright. Let's do one more. So we're up against a Sartorius Kumar, most likely Desperado with a Master of Destiny. Those shenanigans. 2-pot of greed in the main deck. Life point boost alpha. So is it just the is it the Card of the Soul version of Desperado? So is he just gonna set Dekoichi? You can use Knights. Ooh, we can't search a ritual spell. That sucks. Cannot get a ritual spell to our hand. Do I? Oh, wait a minute. This is why I play the Armades, for this very one specific scenario. Discard the Slayer, add the Slayer. Yeah. Going to set the Revenants. Okay, so I'm going to set Revenants in the hopes that he kills it. And we bring it back with its effect, and then Bloom can make Armades, and now he's not going to be able to summon Desperado. Okay, so it is the Dekoichi, just like I thought. Cyclone, targeting Cage, interesting. It has to target a face-up card, right? Yep, it's target a face-up card. Does he have Desperado? He has a Desperado in hand. Interesting, okay. Now he's going to set one. Alright, so he proactively summoned the Desperado. Ooh, that's cool. We're going to be able to Revenants and protect from the Blast Spider damage. And he's not going to be able to... Oh, that's really nice. He's not going to be able to Desperado Barrel Dragon us. We have to draw the original spell. Because because now I can banish his Desperado barrel. Ooh, that is beautiful. Okay, so we're going to summon. What's the play? We're going to summon Slayer by sending the Revenants from field and the Strides from deck. I think that's correct, right? Do you want to summon from the one from our hand or grave? Grave, right? Maintain advantage. Yep. Send this and... Ooh, or we could send Anima and Up Loom. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Just gonna send Strides. Yeah. Summon the Slayer. And it wouldn't matter because Anima can't summon anything, so might as well just save it for another evolution. Reveal the other Slayer that I searched. Summon it back. Now we can quick effect banish his Desperado. So if he tries anything funny, like a Canadian or some shit, we can quick effect banish the Desperado. Beautiful. Just gonna do it now. I was so fortunate that he attacked with Desperado, not Blast Spider. He's gonna trap hole. Alright, that's fine. He's gonna die on the end phase anyway. Actually, now that's better for us because we can search Origin now on our turn. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Pick it up. You can search Origin now on our turn. Ooh. Send Anima to grave with Slayer. Now we can use the Slayer in our hand and the Strides on our field to summon Executor. And then the Anima in the grave to summon back the Slayer. No. We banish the Slayer in our grave. Yeah, not... Yes. Sending Anima. Alright, I'll show you. Sorry if I confuse anybody, but I'll show you in a second. So we're going to activate Origin. Summoning this by using this on the field and this in our graveyard. Yes. Summon an Executor from our hand. Now we have the Anima in the grave. So we can activate the Anima in the grave. Banish summon Slayer. We have Up Loom. Does that really matter? We can summon Vermilion. Oh, wait a minute. If we... This card's name becomes... This ritual summons cards on the field. So it can't be targeted except him, but Desperado doesn't target. So if that last card in his hand is Desperado, I think we lose. We have to take that chance anyway, right? So this is a perfect game on field. I'm just going to save the Desperado. Going to attack. Wow. Swing and a miss, please. Just miss. That's all you have to do is miss. Right? That's all you have to do is miss. Damn. You hit it. Oh wait, we have Origin. Doesn't matter. We have Origin. Doesn't matter. Always forget about Origin. Doesn't even matter. This was summoned off of Strides, so I can draw and discard. That's neat. I'm going to discard this. Alright. Origin is good. Turns out a Neos Fusion-esque effect in the grave is very good. Whew. Wow, those are some good plays. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed. I think that's going to be it for this one. I like the deck a lot. It was just hit tier 2 on the Duel Links meta tier list. I think it's a little preemptive. I think it needs a little bit more results, but the deck is very good. As you can see, you can proactively play around Desperado. Ritual Cage protects from the destruction, so that he had Cyclone the Ritual Cage there in order to do anything with Desperado. He had a lot on the field. He had the Blast Spider set up to the proactive Desperado, but the Revenants allowed us to banish it, and then the Origin protected in our graveyard. So we had a lot of protection, a lot of ways to proactively deal with Desperado, and we just had bigger monsters. Excuse me. So sorry if there were any misplays. I'm still new to the deck, but I think I played pretty well. Let me know in the comments if you saw anything I did wrong, but I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.